So today we're talking about a construction project where we need to build a laundry room in this building here, and the shed that holds the laundry is here. So the idea is the main street is this way, and when you turn into the main street, there is a back parking lot where you can park cars and 3 cars here, and there's a shed there. We want to build a shed right here, and that will hold the laundry. The front door is this way here, and so there's 2 units on the bottom, and above it is 2 other units, and these are where the restrooms are. This area here has like 3 steps and a little alleyway on the side here that we can walk out. We know that there's like the slope is from up here and is coming down this way, and water is going into the gutter that way. What else do we know? So this is a older unit in the city of Oakland, and it has knob and tube wiring, and so I'm assuming it's probably built before the 1950s somewhere. And again, it doesn't have the modern wiring, which includes 4 wires, where there's a ground, 2 hots, and a neutral. We know that this recently had 4 units of mini splits, and they're individual, so they might be at the 110, 120 volt level for each one of them. Some things to consider is, if I built this shed, is the slope good enough? And the slope we need is every foot is 1/4 inch, meaning that if it's 4 of these, 4 feet out, we need a total of 4-inch drop from there to there. So can this be wherever the main sewer line is? Can this satisfy that rule, or can it tap into something that is currently draining? And so that would dictate how high or how low we need to build that shed. This shed is going to be built using a permit, so everything's got to be up to code, and there's probably going to be a washer and a dryer, and the dryer usually dictates that we need 240, so we need to get from the main panel a new circuit there. And then we need to consider in the future, do we want to put commercial machines there where it's like pay-per-use, where these tenants in the future can pay, or is the new owner going to take care of all the pricing, electricity and water, to make that laundry shed work? Another thing we can consider going into this whole project is the owner is going to do the commercial pay, where they're going to consider that, or they're going to go with residential machines. Then that would be how many machines can we fit in this 8x8 shed, or roughly around that configuration. The contractors coming in is going to have to think about the plumbing to see if it's doable. Then the contractor is going to need to figure out the electrical to see for the main panel, how do we get there. And finally, when the contractor is here, they can also consider how much did it cost to make this whole thing electrified, meaning to modern standards of electrifications in the year 2026. How much would it be? Because currently, out of the 4 units, we have one on the top that is going to move in August 1st,